We are excited to have you all here. Um, and we can't wait to share with you what's on our hearts. So I'm excited. It looks like the recording has started. So I think Tammy got that all underway. So Sandra, if you want to kick it off, that's good. And then I'll go into my part of it.
Okay, are you doing that? You're doing the calendar stuff, right?
Well, I was going to go over reach outs and then talk about the rate of run.
Okay,
And
why don't you
then,
start with that? You start with that, and then I'll go into because mine kind of lends itself towards the end.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's perfect. So we are mid-month, everybody. So rate of run has been a huge game changer for our teams, Dream Team and Team Dreamcatchers. It has done a complete, 180 in our businesses as far as trying to keep track of where we are going to land for the month, an idea of where our volume is going to be. I know Tammy has probably shared this 1,000 times over, but if you are new and this is the first time you are catching this, we will explain to you what the rate of run is. And that is just whatever your team, what your volume is right now. You are going to take that number, you're going to divide it by the day of the month that it is. So today's the 14th. You're going to take that volume, you're going to divide it by 14, and then you are going to multiply it by 30 because there are 30 days in the month of June. That is going to give you an idea of what your volume is going to be like towards the end of the month. So you can see that number and say, oh, I don't like that number. That's not where my goal is going to be. Or you're going to see that number and you're going to be like, oh, I like that number, but let's keep going for a different number. So this is just going to kind of give you an idea of what to adjust, what to tweak here come mid-month. So rate of run has been amazing for us. It's not focusing on, number customer bring-ins or, what promoters doing this or what promoters doing that. It is your individual volume and seeing where you are and saying, hey, I've either got to buckle down and get serious over these next 15 days, or hey, we are doing awesome. We are on track for where we need to be. So first of all, if you're just hopping on here, I want to say happy Flag Day. I am wearing my shirt with my flag on it, representing Flag Day. We have been enjoying our weekend, just having a fantastic time camping. So say hi when you guys hop on. Let us know you're here. Sandra and I are so excited to have you on. And we are just ready to plan out this week. We are mid-month, so we are ready to grab the bull by the horns and get us where we need to be. So reach out, I'm going to follow up on next. You guys, Father's Day is coming up this week. Is it tomorrow? I don't have my calendar in front of me. Is it next Sunday? Sandra says. Okay, sorry. I'm camping. I don't have my calendar in front of me. So, hey, but that's the beauty of being able to work this business from your phone wherever you are, right? So reach out. I suggest you start talking about those Father's Day posts, putting together Father's Day promos. For those of the people that created new accounts, they still have probably $25 in their account, or did those expire at the end of June? Correct me on that, Sandra.
The credits are still in their account. They just have to be used by the end of this month. And
okay.
I've also got some ideas of what people can do to use those credits, as well as even if they don't have those credits, what they can do for some extra promos.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's put all of this together. We have birthdays. Of course, you can never go wrong with reaching out for birthdays. Now, I feel like everybody is kind of getting back into a normal routine of things. I know is out and there's summer break still going on, but parents are still going back to work. If they're fortunate enough to have a sitter, of course. but that we the last couple months, you know, making sure that they're doing okay. You know, were their jobs affected by, you know, all of this COVID? And let's just think about those people, keep in contact with those people. Facebook posts, you're going to start seeing the complainers. Okay, they've been used to being sitting at home the last 6 to 8 weeks and not having to do anything, and now they're like, oh my God, I forgot what it was like to have to go back to work, have to get my kids in a schedule, have to get everybody back on a sleep routine. Keep your eyes out for those people who are going to be the complainers on Facebook, and make your reach outs to them genuine. You know, this is a crazy time for everyone. I'm still adjusting, and I worked the entire time that this was happening. So, you know, everybody is at different stages in this, but we need to be genuine, and we need to keep our reach outs genuine. Please don't make your first reach out, hey, I saw you just started back to work and you're exhausted. Have you heard of Thrive? Let's just, you know, build that relationship. How many times have we said that since we've all joined this business, is building the relationships? So keep your reach outs genuine. Father's Day's coming up. Let's work the $25 credits promo that expire at the end of this month, and focus on your rate of run. If you're not happy where you are, let's pull up those bootstraps and let's get serious and make these next 15 days count. So, Sandra, unless there was something else that you wanted me to cover or hit on, I'm just going to toss it on over to you to talk about the promos and getting our calendars in line for the week.
Okay, awesome. Everybody can hear me okay, I think. So as I was looking at the calendar, of course, auto ship day is tomorrow. So by now you should have already touched base with all of your auto ship customers. Also check in there, and when you are looking at your auto ship customers, check in some of your downline with your promoters, because sometimes you'll have promoters that have auto ships and they may have forgotten. And you know, sometimes it's great for it to run, and sometimes that, you know, it may not be great for them to have it run. And don't forget about the referrals. You've got all these customers that maybe have referrals. So I've been kind of digging in a little bit deeper than what I normally have in some instincts when I know I have a referral. So you click on your customer, you check to see who their customers are that they have as referrals, and you can see who has an auto ship possibly going out, and it will save you having an upset customer, so to speak. So as you are looking, make sure you've already got those done. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir there. I know that everybody's already done that so far. One of the things that I thought about as you are doing those reach outs is, and I know that I got quiet on social media for a little while because I was living Groundhog Day over and over. And even though I'm a thriver, I was living Groundhog Day. I'm looking and I'm seeing there's people that I have not seen in forever. I've been sending out messages, hey, I haven't seen you in a little while. How are things going? I'm actually getting responses. And so now that things are opening up, there's still some people that are MIA right now. Check on those people. You know, if you have their phone number, text them. A lot of people have gotten off of social media for a little while. And so keeping those connections going, whether you actually are seeing them on social media or not, those are going to be huge. And I was actually able to make two of those connections today, and those were really big connections to make. So also a lot of folks are gardening. You can connect with them on gardening, whether you've gardened or not, or you could just ask them, say, hey, how are you getting this to grow? What are you doing here? I don't know anything about gardening. What's your first, what would you suggest? That kind of a thing as far as the connection and so forth. Now, as far as Father's Day promos, and I know I'm talking really fast because I want to make sure I get all of this in. So if you've got somebody who's got a new account and they've got those $25 in credits, Sculpt may be something that is up their alley. People are starting to be able to get back into the gyms. I mean, I go to the Y and I'm seeing those guys, they're still pumping their iron and, they're making sure. And several of the guys have left the Y and they're like, oh my gosh, those weights were so hard today. So maybe they need that Sculpt to help build that lean muscle mass. They may have lost some of it over the Rona time frame. They could use that $25 as long as that account's already made. They could use the $25 towards Sculpt. Or there's a lot of guys right now that have not only gone back to work, but they've taken on a second job and a third job. And y'all, they're tired. They're trying to make things work for their family. Black Label. White Label, that's going to be their go-to. If they don't need to lose weight because they're working themselves to pieces, then that's where you can jump in, and that $25 can help with Black Label. Recover, if they are into working out, you've got your Sculpt and you've got your Recover, which is part of the Fit line. I'm going to be honest, I've never used Build, I've never used Circulate. I just like Recover because it tastes so good. So those are some things that you can do for the Father's Day promos. With the purchase of even the first month of Thrive, you throw in the Sculpt to help build the lean muscle mass for those guys. You can offer a rebate back if you don't have credits. So there's a lot of different ways that you can tweak that. You can also offer 1, 2, 3 sample packs, 2 for the price of 1. Okay, you want to get these guys thriving? We need to get their wives thriving too. So they can have a couples pack basically in the sample pack for the price of 1. That could be huge that you could do with guys. I have somebody who just placed an order earlier this afternoon, and she was like, what's the best way that we could go about getting my husband and I thriving together and it not cost us a whole lot of money right now. They're working a ton of jobs. So Tammy and I put our brains together, and this is what we came up with. You may not have product to give away. That's okay. There are a lot of different things that you can do. What we did was we took the 150 auto ship pack, because it's got the 2 boxes of mixes. I had a box of women's capsules. They ordered the men's, and they ordered the Black Label for the guy. Tammy's throwing in the regular DFT. I have Recharge, but I didn't have the regular DFT. So there's a lot of ways that you can do that. There are husbands and wives that are wanting to thrive right now. They need to get their summer started. They've been living in limbo, and they want this to be a fun summer for themselves, for their kiddos, and that kind of a thing. And they're ready to get going. So that's where I'm seeing there's a lot of interest. They want to start together. Charlie and I are on a workout program, but we're doing it together, and that helps us to stay accountable as well as encourages us back and forth. As long as he doesn't preach at me, then we're okay. So, all right. So as Courtney mentioned, we're mid-month. Taking that rate of run and running with it. Don't limit yourself by, I want to be 4K or I want to be 12K. Even though those are official ranks, you know what, guys, you can go so much further. I'm checking my rate of run right now. It's further than what 12K would be. And it just keeps you pushing and pushing and pushing. You're like, ooh, I want my rate of run to be a little higher. Ooh, I want it to be this. So checking that rate of run every day absolutely works. And if you're not sure how to check that again, you can come back through, look at that, or you can get with your upline about how in the world do I do my rate of run. It took me several times of multiplying and dividing the wrong way, and then I got it. We're almost at mid-year. And I kind of had a come to Jesus meeting with myself today. When was the last time you looked at your vision board? Did the Rona make you kind of put things on hold a little bit with your vision board? So I picked up my vision board. It sits right here because I have so much stuff on the wall. It sits and leans up against the wall. It's not right in my face. And I looked down there and I was like, oh, I was supposed to read 12 books so far this year. Well, I just marked off my second one. Maybe I need to get the book reading going a little bit better. All right. So I took a look. I wanted to do 35 locals. Okay, well, the Rona has put a kibosh on some of that because a lot of those were going to be traveling locals. But take a look and see, where have you achieved things on your vision board? Then make an accomplished board. We tend to kind of look at those vision boards and we think, oh, I didn't get this done. Well, it's only mid-year. We still have a lot of time that we can get all of those things done. But if you've accomplished some of those, make sure you're putting big check marks across your vision board and add that to your accomplished. You need like an accomplished list on your wall so that you can see, okay, on a day that maybe you didn't get as many reach outs done as you wanted to, but look at what I have gotten done. And so just taking a look and reevaluating yourself. There may be things that you've accomplished on that vision board, then add more. Change it up a little bit, up the ante a little bit. If on your vision board, your weekly income is listed and you've already achieved that in the last few weeks, then up the ante on that. Check that sucker off and add a new amount. It's always pushing yourself just a little bit further. Now, this is something that Tammy had talked about, and I don't know if she talked about this in our Dream Team Zoom or if she talked about it with Power Planning. I think it may have been Dream Team. So I wanted to share this with y'all, and I'm totally sharing Tammy's idea with y'all. Every single one of us in this Zoom, we are leaders. Whether we're leading a team of 1, a team of 3, a team of 500, we are all leaders. But what happens to some of us leaders sometimes? We also get in our own mind. We're forgetting to check ourselves and make sure that we are, in a mindset that's a great place to be. The Rona made it kind of hard. So we were starting to finally come out of that. Our mindset is getting better. We're not feeling like we're living Groundhog Day every single day. But Tammy has what I call a personal wellness board. And here's an example of some of the things that, that she has on there. Be the best version of you. They're all little positive things that on a day that maybe she is kind of forgetting, okay, and procrastinating getting some things done, she can read that personal wellness board and go, okay, this is what I need to do. She's telling her team, keep it up. You're doing a great job. Get up, dress up, show up. Okay, how many people lived in their leggings, during the Rona and so forth. Okay, let's see. I had some other things. So what I did was I went into Pinterest, the be all end all, screenshotted a bunch of things, and I'm adding all of those to my personal wellness board. It's just those visual reminders. We listen to mindset things in the morning, but are we visualizing and seeing those things for ourselves each and every day? Sometimes, and face it, we can have things go in one ear and it goes right out the other. Some of us are visual. Some of us are definitely auditory learners. And so if you've got it going in your ear and hopefully not out the other, but you're also seeing it, then you're going to have a double chance of making some of those things accomplished each and every single day and keeping your mindset up. They always say, leaders are checking on their leaders. Don't forget to check on your leaders. Okay, we know that we need to check on them as well. So those are some things I'm going to add into my week this week, is making sure that I'm not only checking on my leaders that are in my team, but also checking on my upline, making sure that they are doing okay as well. Let's see. Kayla Fox talks about it all the time. Your frog, get the hardest thing done in the morning. And if I were to ask every single one of y'all on here, what is the hardest thing for you to do and accomplish in the morning that is a part of your Thrive calendar? Everybody's going to have something different to say that's theirs. I'm going to be honest, and y'all are going to laugh. Birthdays are the hardest thing for me to get done in the morning. And because like this week, I've had 9 and 10 on like every given day. And I'm like, really? I don't want to do that many. And so I wait 2 or 3 days and I go back and go, oh, sorry, I missed your birthday. So eat the frog and do the hardest thing first that is for you, whatever that is. And be sure if it's the hardest thing for you to do, make that top priority on your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet. And you've been on here when Tammy has talked about, if your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet is limiting you, tweak it, do whatever you need to, or grab a spiral and write your names down in a spiral. Now, don't school so much that you're constantly changing your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet, constantly changing it, and you're spending so much time changing the sheet up to work for you that you're not getting the names on it. I tend to do that. Yeah, big time. The last couple of things I want to share with y'all, I know that we've been on here for about 20 minutes and I'm talking super, super fast. So this is a book that I had seen that Chastity Marie had been doing as a devotional. And there have been times that I will read it every single day and then I kind of put it down for a little while. If I would have known what the last probably 20 pages were about, I would have read the last 20 pages first and then started at the beginning. So I went on to Amazon. It is available on Amazon right now, as well as the press that printed it. So I will put those in the comments, the links in the comments for this book. And Tammy's heard me talk about it. More Than Sales, Seeking God's Heart for Your Direct Sales Business. It's by the letter K, E. Sipps, S-I-P-P-S. The first letter K stands for Karen. So the last 20 pages, and this is where um, we all get in our mind. It's talking about the lies that we tell ourselves. And then I mean, y'all, I felt like I was being hit between the eyeballs when I finished this last night. And I've got it marked to go back so that I can reread it when I get to those points. Read the last 20 pages, then start from the beginning. It's just a quick little one day, like 1 page, 2 pages a day devotional, but it has to do all with your direct sales business. This lady has been in direct sales. Now I know that there's all that we've read that Rockin' Robin's book, whatever. This kind of gears into your direct sales business in a different way. That's geared more towards sales. This is geared more towards your personal development, your team development, and things like that. This has been a fabulous book. I will put the links in the comments once the Zoom has been shared and so forth. But fabulous book. Read the end first, then start from the beginning is what I would recommend for sure. So I actually got to mark that off. So woohoo, yesterday I got to mark off my second book for the year. I think I better get my booty in gear. I got 10 more books to read. Sample packs for Father's Day promos, 2 for the price of 1. Sculpt as one of your promos, Black Label as a promo, Recover as a promo, whether you rebate it back. Oh, let's see, sorry. Child number 2 is trying to call me real quick. She not turn it off. Whether you rebate back or whether you share the shipping credits or you rebate the shipping. I say this all the time. And never doubt what $25 will do for someone. Never doubt what $15.74 will do for someone. Sometimes it is just you rebating or giving the credits for that shipping that makes a difference in whether they can order. $25 was the difference in whether I could order or not 5 years ago. Look at where I am 5 years from then. It all took $25. Don't feel like you have to give the farm, even if you can just rebate the shipping. That is huge, and that's golden. Courtney, any other thoughts you want to share?
You know, I love everything that you shared tonight, and I love vision boards are my thing. So I'm so glad that you talked about that topic. And I will just kind of add in a couple things. I don't know about you guys, but COVID, it was hard for a lot of people. But I feel like in the business that we are in today, we had so much growth over these last 6 to 8 weeks. Like me personally, I've been a 4K since the second month that I've been in this business, and that was 4.5 years ago. And I hit 12K at the end of May for the very first time ever. So there has been so much growth because people care. People's eyes have been opened to taking care of their bodies and taking care of their health. They've finally, hey, I need to make my health a priority. So I just want to encourage you guys, keep living your Thrive life out loud. Do not stop sharing. Do not stop connecting with those people. Write those goals, write those dreams down on those vision boards. Look at them every single day. Let's work these promos, these $25 credits. And let's not forget also, we just had double, triple commissions. We had how many new people join just to get that great deal. Let's make sure that they're utilizing these $400 packs in the correct way. I always try to put it to people when they order these packs, you're going to have a month for you, you're going to have a month for your spouse, and then you're going to have some left over to do samples. So let's make sure that we're connecting with these people that have ordered these $400 packs or the $200 packs, whatever it is that they ordered, that they know how to utilize them correctly, that we get them in through their VIP 800, 1600, portion if they are a brand new customer or a brand new promoter instead of a repeat order. It's all about staying connected and letting people know that we are here for them, that we want to help them, and we want them to be as successful as possible. I'll check the chat here real quick. It looked like there's something come through here, Sandra. I need this vision board boost. I haven't updated mine since the start of 2020. So much has changed. My board needs to also. Yes, absolutely. As we grow, our goals and our dreams are going to change as well. So I had so many things on my vision board, and I've crossed a few of those off. And like Sandra said, now that we've put those check marks beside those things, let's take it up to the next level. Let's not limit ourselves and put caps on our dreams or our goals. So I just wanted to add those last couple things in there. And let's have a fantastic week. Let's make these last 2 weeks of June the best that we can make them. Look at your rate of run. If you're not happy where you are, that's going to let you know, hey, we got work to do, or we need to keep this pace going. So I will end with that. Sandra, if there's anything you want to close with, I'll pass it to you.
Okay, last thing, Nina made a comment. She said she's never heard of the flag DFT. I assume that you're talking about Team Hoyt. Yes, okay, Team Hoyt. And actually that was the picture for the Flag Day picture today from Lovell. Those DFTs are still available. And then the last thing that I just thought of that I did not mention is on your 54321 sheet. I know Susan does a 0 to 30 days for her newest thrivers. She does like 30 to 60 days, and she's got those names underneath there. And that way she keeps track of everybody who's in their first month of Thrive, everybody who's in their second month of Thrive, as well as their third month of Thrive. And that way you don't ever lose anyone down the cracks. You may have had a sheet where all of a sudden you flip back a little bit and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I forgot to message those people. So if you have a newest 0 to 30, the next one, 30 to 60 days, and then 60 to 90 days. If you keep those names and you move them over, you're going to always have new people coming into that newest list of thrivers, and you're not going to forget to message them. There's one part in the back of that book that says, you know what you need to do. Are you procrastinating getting it done? Oh, I'm the queen of birthdays. You know, so don't be the procrastinator. You know what you've got to do. Let's jump in there. Let's get it done, because you know what, guys, we still have a lot of lives to change, and we got to get you thriving for free, as well as helping those folks thrive for free. So with that, Tammy, thank you so much for asking Courtney and I to co-hit this out of the ballpark, hopefully, and we'll let you turn off the recording. But everybody have a great week. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.